Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to Sanctuary for Your Soul. This week we enter Harmonic Current 56, a current that moves through the throat center, the center of expression, communication, storytelling, and the power of the spoken word. This is one of my favorite harmonic currents because it asks a question that every one of us must eventually answer. What has captured your attention? Because wherever your attention rests, your consciousness follows. Wherever your attention goes, your energy flows. Your emotions follow. Your nervous system follows. Your words follow. And ultimately, your life follows. The Gene Keys calls this the journey from distraction to enrichment to intoxication, resulting in divine indulgence. And the human design calls this the Wandering Storyteller. The I Ching calls it the Sojourner, the traveler who gathers wisdom through experience rather than certainty. Today, I want to weave together these ancient systems and invite you into a deeper understanding of the stories you are actually living, the stories you are telling, and perhaps even the stories your soul has been trying to tell you all along. The ancient I Ching names this hexagram the Sojourner, not a tourist, a sojourner. A tourist gathers memories. A sojourner is transformed by the journey itself. Every mountain crossed, every unexpected detour, every heartbreak, every sacred encounter becomes part of their wisdom. The hexagram is fire over mountain. Now, think about that image. A mountain is stable, ancient, steady. Fire is never still. It dances, it illuminates, it purifies, it devastates. It never remains in one place for long. The sojourner carries an inner flame across the mountain of life. They cannot stay where they once were because life itself keeps inviting them into new experiences, and each experience becomes another story. Gate 56 in the human design is often called the gate of the storyteller, but I think it's much deeper than storytelling. Stories are how consciousness moves from one soul to another. Facts inform us, but stories transform us. A story can awaken courage. A story can heal shame. A story can remind someone of who they truly are. Every teacher, every elder, every mystic, every grandmother, every sacred text has always understood this. Wisdom is remembered through stories, which is why the question isn't simply what stories are you telling? The deeper question is, what story is shaping you? The shadow of this gene key is distraction. Most of us think distraction means looking at our phones too much, and yes, that is true, but this shadow is much more subtle. Distraction is anything that keeps us from honestly feeling what is present within us. Sometimes distraction looks like endless scrolling, but sometimes it looks like overworking. Sometimes it looks like constant learning without integration. Sometimes it looks like another spiritual practice. Always searching but never arriving. The reactive nature becomes overstimulated. There is constant movement, constant noise, constant activity, anything to avoid stillness. The repressive nature becomes sullen, where life loses its color, wonder disappears, joy fades, and the spirit quietly collapses inward. One person runs from themselves, while the other withdraws from life. Both are victims of distraction because neither is fully present with what is here. As the gate of the storyteller in the human design, Gate 56 asks us to become conscious of the stories we repeat, the stories about ourselves, the stories about our childhood, the stories about relationships, the stories about what is possible, and the stories about what is impossible. Every time we repeat a story, we strengthen its pathway within us. Some stories expand us, some stories imprison us, and some stories remind us of love. Others keep us reliving fear. Distraction often keeps us from feeling the reality of who we are. Sometimes the story itself becomes the distraction. Sometimes we become so attached to the story that we forget who we've become and we forget to live in that becoming. Human design calls Gate 56 the Wandering Storyteller. Notice the words wandering. This isn't wandering because you're lost, it's wandering because life is your teacher. Experience becomes wisdom. Wisdom becomes the story, and the story becomes medicine. The purpose of your story isn't to impress people, it is to illuminate possibility. The highest expression of Gate 56 isn't exaggeration, it isn't performance, and it isn't needing everyone to listen. It is inspiring someone to believe. If healing is possible for you, then healing is possible for me. That is sacred storytelling. There is another beautiful layer to this harmonic current. This current carries resonance with Themis, the Greek goddess of divine order, sacred law, and right relationships. In the Egyptian mystery traditions, we find a parallel in Maat, goddess of truth, balance, harmony, and the living order of creation. Maat is often depicted with a feather. In the ancient Egyptian mysteries, the heart of the deceased was weighed against that feather, not to determine punishment, but to reveal divine alignment. Was the heart heavy with illusion or light with truth? I believe the Human Design Gate 56 invites us into a similar inquiry. Not is my story entertaining, but is my story true? Does it bring greater harmony? Does it restore balance? Does it awaken infinite possibility? Or does it keep me imprisoned in old identities? Themis and Ma'at remind us that every word carries consequence. Every story either brings us into greater alignment with truth or further from it. In the tarot, this is the card of justice, ultimate justice. As storytellers, our responsibility is not simply to speak. Our responsibility is to speak in service to truth. In the Siddhic of this gene key, it has one of the most beautiful names, indulgence, divine indulgence. This is the sacred distraction. Imagine becoming so captivated by beauty, beauty that you experience in life and beauty that you create. So captivated by love and beauty, so captivated by the divine, that everything else naturally falls away, not because you forced yourself, but because something infinitely more beautiful captured your attention. This is the story of Cupid's arrow being pierced again and again by love itself, not necessarily just romantic love, but the love that lives beneath creation, the love that continues to open the heart. This is the ultimate intoxication, the love and romance of life itself. This reminds me deeply of Christ consciousness. Many imagine Christ consciousness as avoiding darkness, but I experience it very, very differently. Christ consciousness willingly receives lower frequencies, and they hold them without becoming them. They transmute them back into love again and again and again. This is also the work of the womb, loving your fear into light, acknowledging fear. It wants to be seen. It wants to be transmuted into love. The womb receives, it transforms, it creates, it restores life. Perhaps this is why your voice matters so much, because your voice can become a vessel that transforms fear into hope, confusion into clarity, and separation into connection. In the human design, this is the programming partner of Gate 60. Gate 60 asks us to embrace limitations with realism and gratitude. Notice the relationship. Gate 56 asks us, what story are you telling? And Gate 60 asks, what limitations are you believing? The story you continually tell yourself eventually becomes the limitation that you live inside. But gratitude interrupts that pattern. Gratitude opens the possibility of a new story, not by denying difficulty, but by remembering that transformation always begins with recognizing what is already alive, what is already beautiful, and what is already working in the current story of the chapter that you are living. This week, notice the stories you repeat. Notice the ones that contract your heart. Notice the ones that expand your spirit, and ask yourself, is this story helping me remember who I am or helping me forget? Allow yourself to become a sojourner. Gather experiences and remain curious. Let life teach you, and when you speak, let your words become pathways of possibility, because somewhere, someone is waiting to hear the exact story that reminds them that healing is possible. Perhaps your greatest gift isn't simply your voice, it is the frequency carried within your voice. May your stories become medicine. May your words become light. May your attention be continually captivated by beauty, truth, and love. And may you know the ultimate intoxication, to be pierced again and again by divine love. Thank you for joining me for this week's Harmonic Current. If this message resonates with you, like, subscribe, share this video. I'd love to hear what story you are ready to release and what new stories your soul is inviting you to live. Leave a comment below and let's continue this journey together. Until next time, may you walk gently but leave big footprints. May you speak truthfully to yourself and others. And may your soul always remember the story that love has been telling since the beginning.